There go my folks. There go my folks. What's up, YouTube fam? How you doing? It's your boy, 225 Jig Pole. Look, I caught some bass yesterday on my jig pole. So, down here in Louisiana, it's only you have a 10-man limit on bass, and it's no size limit, which is great because we eat bass down here. Most of the time, we keeping the little pound-and-a-half, little pound bass. They eat better than the rest. So let's compare some fillet knives. So we have more of a stiff fillet knife from Hessler. I think it's Hessler. Yep, Hessler. Little 7-inch blade. Stiff, man. Stiff. Really a good knife, man. Super sharp. Versus the Rapala. Old school Rapala 7-inch blade. You know. But we had these guys sitting on ice for a little while. Let's go ahead and fillet these boys and see which is the better fillet knife. A stiff one or a more loose one like the Rapala. I usually just use one glove. Today, does not matter. Let's take this little guy first. We'll do the first two with the Hessler. So there's many ways I can fillet this bass. I could fillet down, go through his bones, or I could pierce through, bring my knife here, cut down, and cut around the rib cage. So let's see what we're gonna do. Keep him on an angle. Oh, sharp. Ride that backbone. Pierce down. I just hit the top of his rib cage right there. What I'm gonna do is peel back a little bit. I can really peel the rest of this with my hand, but I'm gonna just go ahead and cut a little bit. There we go. Just like that. All right, that's sharp. That's a sharp knife right there. But that's the only thing when you start filleting like that, everything's come out of their stomach. You can tell that bass is on the ground. Same thing. I wouldn't advise a lot of y'all to bring that knife towards you. You grown, you know what to do. So what I'm gonna do with this side is, I'm gonna go through the rib cage. Just like that. Flip it over like you would a sagalette. And the knife doesn't have a lot of bend to it. There we go. Don't fillet down. There's many ways you could do it. I'm probably gonna take that rib cage out of both of them. This one don't have a rib cage. So let me show you the difference with these knives though. The thing about the Hessler is it's so stiff you don't get that bend. So I gotta bring my fillet at the end of the table. Bam, just like that. Nice little bass fillet. Cut the rib cage out of this one. Cool little bass fillet. Solid. A bass or bigger, so this one's pretty good. Let's try the old school Rapala. Had this knife for about 2 years. I'm gonna take another bass, about the same size. Let's see what we could do here. I always cut them on an angle because they got meat inside the head. Okay. All right, that's a sharp knife. I got a little bit more bend in that knife. That knife is extremely sharp. Cut down to the rib cage. Cut a little bit around it. And then you can really just peel the meat off if you wanted to. Man, sharp. Sharp. Find your little opening in the back. Run it up. That knife is sharp. I kind of figured I was going to be able to get this one a little bit sharper for some reason. I always trusted this thing. Okay. Rib cage was a little tougher. Okay. So that's the problem right there. You see what happened just now? I cut this one. Maybe I was moving too fast, but as you can see, a lot of my meat got stuck right there. Sorry, we're gonna get all of it. Cool. Other than that, man, whew, some sharp knives. Real sharp. With this knife, I get a little bit more bend in it. So instead of bringing this fish to the end of the table, I can really fillet this fish right here. Look at that. Cause it's got that bend in it. The Hessler doesn't have that bend. Cool. Well, folks, that's a quick video, man. Comparing that stiff Hessler versus an old school Rapala that gives me that bend. If I was cleaning 4-pound bass, maybe I prefer that Hessler because I know I can go straight through those bones. And with this one, I could go through those bones, but it'll dull quicker. So, but as far as getting that meat out of there quick and just being super sharp, dependable, light, didn't really lose no meat off none of the knives. But I would slightly go with this old school Rapala right here for 21 bucks. And the Hessler, I got this with a set of knives, it's like 80 bucks. Great knife, great knife. But that old school Rapala for the win, baby. Like and subscribe, man. It's 225 jig pole, man. You know, we out. Some bass, man. Bass. We do no tournament fishing. You know what I'm saying? We eat fish down here. So those little bass taste great. They taste like fucking sac-a-lait. So shouts out to y'all, man. One love, like and subscribe to your dog. Get at me, man.